Good evening, everyone. This is Miss J. I'm not gonna be here long, but I was thinking about a past conversation I had with a non-black woman who was the wife of a friend of my husband, and she was telling me about how when she was little, this male truck driver, had a liking to her, and I don't want to fully say the word, so I'm gonna say M'd her. And when she went to tell her mom about it, her mom made her out to be the villain. And when her mom told her dad about it, she made her out to be the bad person and put none of the blame on the man who was the bus driver. And as I was listening to this story, I was like, dang, that's a lot of our stories in the black community. Yet I'm finding out through her that the same thing goes on in the white community also. The only difference is they're not as vocal about theirs as we are about ours. But the same thing still goes on. And in the same way you have pick-me's in the black community, you have the same pick-me's in the non-black communities also. And just like the pick-me's in the black community, these women will go against their own daughters just to protect toxic men. And they don't even have to know them. They'll just go against their own blood, their own daughters, their own aunties, their own moms, just to get acceptance from toxic men. And I know many of us already know this, but work with me, follow me. I'm about to get to the point right now. With all this talk on the black female side of YouTube, talking about the black male worshiping culture, I don't see that going away anytime soon. There is no getting rid of the black male worshiping culture. Because in order to get rid of the black male worshiping culture, you're going to have to get rid of the male worshiping culture. And that's going to be hard to do because this whole world is built around male worship. Even our religions are built around male worshiping. Is it not? Women around the world are taught from an early age to worship men. Women out here like me who grew out of it are frowned upon and looked down upon and even sometimes verbally attacked by the women who choose to stay in that mindset and never get out of it. And it's more of them who are still indoctrinated than there are the ones like me who are not indoctrinated by it. There are few women who are not indoctrinated by that, because most women are, regardless of their race and their status in life. They still are. You have women in this country and other countries who will completely help suppress women just to get brownie points with men. And they will find a way to justify it to make it seem right. I actually saw this story on Investigation Discovery of this woman who helped her husband murder her two daughters, all because she refused to marry the guy that they both had chosen for her to marry when she turned 18. She wanted to live her life and be with who she wanted to be with. But because she refused, she was okay with her husband killing both of her daughters and showed no remorse for it either. And by the way, this was a non-black family. This was like a foreign family who had moved over here to the United States. So you probably have heard of this story before. But I'm telling you these stories just to show you that this male worshiping culture is more serious than just the black male worshiping culture. It as a whole is very toxic. And unfortunately, there's no end to it. I don't see that ending anytime soon. You're always going to have groups of women in every race who are out here doing the most for male approval. If we could get rid of the male worshiping culture as a whole, then we'll get rid of the black male worshiping culture, because that'll automatically end also. Me personally, I don't feel like no male should be worshipped. I don't care what you conquered. I don't care what you achieved. I don't care what color you are. The only man in my book who deserves worship and praise is Jesus Christ, because he died on the cross for my sins, all our sins. Now, I'm not telling you to dog good men out. If he's doing the right thing, I don't care what color he is, do the right thing by him if he's doing right by you. But worshiping is a whole nother story. The only man you should worship is Jesus Christ and your Father above. Those are the only men you should worship. And that's how I feel. But I'm anxious to know how some of you women feel about this. So leave a comment down there below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace.